in today's class I'm going to discuss series. ठीक है, so let me make a difference between series and sequence. कुछ स्टूडेंट्स को डाउट है, so please don't get confused between series and sequence. पहले भी बताया था, दोबारा बता रही हूँ. If I am talking about sequence, so basically the name will be mentioned, name of sequence or name of series. This name sequence or the name series, it will be mentioned in your question. ठीक है. And the thing is, sequence is what? Sequence is nothing but a collection or arrangement of infinite many numbers, like a1 comma a2 comma a3, keep going like that. Series is nothing but sum of infinitely many numbers, like a1 plus a2 plus a3, keep going like that, an plus, keep going like that. Series is nothing but sum of infinitely many numbers. ठीक है, तो बहुत बड़ा डिफरेंस है इन सीक्वेंस एंड सीरीज. ठीक है, ओके. बट देयर इज अ सीक्वेंस विच एसोसिएट विद अ गिवन सीरीज. देयर इज अ सीक्वेंस विच एसोसिएट with a given series, and that sequence known as a sequence of partial sum. But sequence of partial sum is a special type of sequence where sequence nth term is nothing but sum of the first n term of my given series. ठीक है, so sequence of partial sum, it is a particular type of sequence. So don't mix the sequence and series. बहुत से स्टूडेंट मिक्स कर देते हैं, तो प्लीज डू नॉट मिक्स देम. दे आर सेपरेट थिंग्स, सीरीज एंड सीक्वेंस. सीक्वेंस मीन्स such kind of imagination, such kind of terms, such kind of pattern. Series means this pattern. करेक्ट है. चलिए, तो हम इसी की बात कर रहे हैं आज की क्लास में, सीरीज ऑफ रियल नंबर्स. ओके, so series of real numbers, like if I am having let un be a un an, कुछ भी कंसिडर कर सकते हैं. let un be a sequence, that means u1 comma u2 comma like that. Or if I am adding terms of this un sequence, suppose if I am adding the terms of sequence, like I am taking u1 plus u2, I am adding them, u3 u4 and keep going like that, un and keep going like that. Now it is not a sequence. This will not a sequence. It is nothing but summation n varying from 1 up to infinity of un. This will give you a series. This will give you a series. This is called a series of real numbers. As un is sequence of real numbers. So if I'm adding the terms of this sequence, infinitely many terms, that means I am getting this summation, then it is known as an infinite series or series of real numbers. Whenever we have a series, that means it should be an infinite series. Okay, so please tell me if anyone still has doubt in sequence and series, or any kind of confusion in sequence and series. है किसी को कोई confusion? Now it is clear. Okay, so there is a sequence. So note करके लिखो, note है हमारा, there is a sequence associate with every series. ठीक है, respectively. There is a sequence associated with every series respectively, known as sequence of partial sums. Every series is associated with a sequence. ठीक है, every series is associated with a sequence which is known as a sequence of partial sums. So it is a particular type of sequence. Over sequence whose nth term is the sum of the first n term. तो ओनली ये एक सिंगल सीक्वेंस है जो कि सीरीज से एसोसिएट होता है. दिस इज द ओनली सिंगल सीक्वेंस विच इज एसोसिएट टू ए गिवन सीरीज. सो okay, so it is denoted by Sn. ठीक है, and where Sn is nothing but sum of the first n term u1 plus u2, keep going like that u1. Sum of the first n term of my given series un. I have this series where n varying from 1 to infinity. It is a series and this series is associated with this sequence Sn, which is known as a sequence of partial sum. Now look at here, S1, terms of this sequence, S1, S2, S3, S4, keep going like that. It is a sequence. The thing is, S1 is what? U1. S2 is what? U1 plus U2. S3 is what? U1 plus U2 plus U3. S4 is U1 plus U2 plus U3 plus U4. Getting my point? And keep going like that. So it is a sequence. This Sn is a sequence associated with this series. Clear to everyone now? No confusion between sequence and series? चलिए, okay. So just जिस तरीके से हमने just we have discuss convergence, divergence and oscillations of a sequence. So similar nature we can discuss for the series. That means we can discuss convergence, divergence and oscillations of a series. Okay. So convergence of series का क्या मतलब होता है? Convergence of series. अच्छा, wait. In this series, as I am adding infinitely many terms. In this series, I am adding infinitely many terms. Addition. So there is a possibility that I can get a finite sum number. I can get finite sum or I can get infinite sum or I can get a number which is finite. The sum is finite, the sum is infinite or maybe sum is not defined. ठीक है, तो हम लोगों ने इसी तरीके से देखा था कन्वर्जेंस ऑफ सीरीज इज सेम एज सम इज फाइनाइट. ठीक है, डाइवर्जेंस ऑफ सीरीज मींस सम इज इनफाइनाइट. ठीक है, इनफाइनाइट और माइनस इनफाइनाइट. Oscillations of series, that means sum not defined. Clear? These 3 points we have, in fact, they are if and only if, like you can put it in an if and only statement. ठीक है, अच्छा. So now the convergence of series, divergence of series and oscillations of series, we can discuss these 3 points, these 3 notions by using this sequence of partial sum. हम लोग इन सभी को sequence of partial sum से discuss कर सकते हैं. Okay, so I'm already saying sum not defined means we are not getting a fixed number of sum. Like, for example, if I am taking a series minus 1 raised to n varying from 1 up to infinity. So the sum can be what? Sum can be minus 1 or plus 1. But I cannot fix it. I cannot fix it unless, yes, upper limit should be infinity. So unless तो कुछ होगा ही नहीं. We have more than one choices for the sum. Like that. ठीक है, sum not defined like this mean. चलो, okay. So the convergence, divergence and oscillations of series we can discuss by this sequence of partial sum, as we know already how to show convergence, divergence and oscillations of a sequence. ठीक है, अच्छा. तो 1 पॉइंट तो हुआ कि सीरीज का कन्वर्जेंस, डाइवर्जेंस, ऑसिलेशन हम लोग डिस्कस कर सकते हैं बाय यूजिंग सीक्वेंस ऑफ पार्शियल सम्स. ठीक है, सो बताया था मैंने, इफ Sn convergent and converge to some number S, so this will implies my series un is convergent and summation un is equal to S. Sum of the series is S. ठीक है, if and only if basically sequence convergent and converge to S, if and only if series is convergent and sum of the series is S. ठीक है जी. Second thing, sequence Sn divergent, sequence Xn divergent and diverge to plus infinity or minus infinity if and only if series un is divergent, and सम ऑफ द सीरीज un इज आइदर इन्फिनिटी और माइनस इन्फिनिटी, दोनों में से कोई एक। एंड इसी तरीके से सीक्वेंस Sn इज oscillating if and only if my series un is oscillating। आगे बात समझ में? ओके, because we know how to show convergence, divergence and oscillations of a sequence, so that's why on the basis of sequence of partialism we can discuss convergence, divergence and oscillations of a series। ठीक है जी, अच्छा चलो ओके, यहां तक तो क्लियर हो गया। तो अब नेक्स्ट था sequence convergent and converse to S। So the thing is, I just wanted to find out limit of this sequence Sn and so on। ठीक है, वो हम लोगों ने डिस्कस कर लिया था। इन टुडेज क्लास आल्सो वी विल टेक सम एग्जांपल्स। चलो यहां तक समझ में आ गया था। फिर नेक्स्ट हमारा आ रहा था सम ऑफ द सीरीज। सम ऑफ द सीरीज, हाउ टू फाइंड सम ऑफ द सीरीज। ठीक है, सो वी हैव टू मेथड्स जिसके थ्रू हम लोग सीरीज का सम फाइंड कर पा रहे थे, बिकॉज सीरीज का सम इज फाइनाइट, सीरीज कन्वर्जेंट मतलब सीक्वेंस ऑफ पार्शियल सम कन्वर्जेंट एंड सो ऑन। इफ एंड ओनली स्टेटमेंट मैंने लिख दिया है। तो नेक्स्ट हमारा टॉपिक था क्या, सम ऑफ द सीरीज। सो देयर आर टू मेथड्स, बाय यूजिंग देम वी कैन फाइंड आउट सम ऑफ ए सीरीज। ठीक है, फर्स्ट था बाय यूजिंग वेल नोन एक्सपेंशन। ठीक है, सेकेंड था बाय यूजिंग Sn। Sn that means sequence of partial sum which is equivalent to by observing by using sequence of partial sum or by observing telescoping series। telescoping series हमें पता है, telescoping series is a series whose sequence of partial sum eventually will have finite number of terms after cancellation, means cancellations holds true there। रिमेंबर, दिमाग में याद आ रहा है ना? सो देयर आर द टू मेथड्स जिनके थ्रू हम लोग सीरीज का सम फाइंड कर सकते हैं। वेल नोन एक्सपेंशन मैं आप लोगों को बता चुकी हूँ, टेलीस्कोपिंग हमें अच्छे से पता है। इन द टुडेज क्लास वी विल टेक एग्जांपल्स, ठीक है, ऑन द सम ऑफ सीरीज। चलिए ओके, आफ्टर दैट वी हैव टेकन सम इंपॉर्टेंट रिजल्ट्स ऑन सीरीज। उसके बाद हम लोगों ने लिया था some important results on series। Here by the meaning of series is any kind of series, any kind of series। That means series of positive numbers, series of negative numbers, series of positive as well as negative numbers, any kind of series। ठीक है, so results थे कुछ। फर्स्ट था कोशिश कोशिश जनरल प्रिंसिपल फॉर द कन्वर्जेंस ऑफ सीरीज, है ना? so there we have taken let un be a series of real numbers। ठीक है, it can be any kind of series। ठीक है, then result था series un is convergent if and only if its sequence of partial sum Sn is Cauchy। ठीक है, as your series is a real numbers, so this Sn must be of sequence of real numbers, and every sequence of real number which is Cauchy implies convergent। so it is one of the important criteria। ठीक है, by using this criteria we can show the convergence of our sequences जिनकी whose nth term is defined by sum of the first n terms। yes ना? करेक्ट। जैसे कि फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इस पर मैंने कोई एग्जाम्पल लिया यहाँ पर, आई एम टेकिंग ए सीक्वेंस, आई एम वर्किंग ऑन द सीक्वेंसेस। ठीक है, जैसे कि या फिर मैं कुछ और बता दूं पहले। चलो ठीक है, अभी हम लोग पहले एक तो ले लेते हैं। सी आई एम टेकिंग सीक्वेंस, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट सीक्वेंस, xn इज ए सीक्वेंस। ठीक है, where nth term is given by say 1 plus 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 3 square and keep going like that 1 by n square। so I am talking about sequence। ठीक है, I am talking about sequence, a particular sequence whose nth term is the sum of the first n term। so whenever I have sequence in this form, then I can show convergence of such sequences by using this series criteria। by using this series criteria. Okay, reason how? See, I have this sequence whose nth term is sum of these n terms. So sum of the first n term, first term of what term? First term of this term. First term of this term. So now I can consider a series. I can consider a series un by taking un as 1 by n square, where n varying from 1 to infinity. Getting my point? I am considering this series. Now for this series, the Sn is same as Xn. Are you agree with me? For this series, Xn is same as Sn. Yes or no? Respond करो फटाफट से. If you are getting my point. You just need to consider a series by taking this general term. So for this series, Xn, that is sequence of partial sum, is same as Xn. Yes, clear है mind में? So yes, now above result बता रहा है series is convergent if and only if sequence of partial sum is Cauchy. So now we know this series is convergent. It is hyperharmonic series where p equal to 2, which is greater than 1. So this series is convergent. So now my series is convergent. तो ये imply कर दे रही है that sequence of partial sum is Cauchy. Sequence of partial sum Cauchy मतलब convergent. So as Sn is Cauchy convergent, that means my sequence Xn is Cauchy same as convergent. Clear है? ठीक है. So बस ये एक important concept है. मतलब इस type के sequences का convergence, इस टाइप के सीक्वेंसेस का कन्वर्जेंस हम लोग शो करेंगे विद द हेल्प ऑफ सीरीज. आई विश, मतलब आई होप सबको क्लियर है ये. जिनको नहीं था उनको और भी क्लियर हो गया होगा अभी. चलिए, एंड वील टेक एग्जांपल्स, डोंट वरी, मोर एग्जांपल्स ऑन दिस टॉपिक. सो इट इज वन ऑफ आवर इंपॉर्टेंट रिजल्ट. और पी सीरीज हमें पता ही है. देन एक सीक्वेंस पे रिजल्ट बताया था मैंने, जिसका हम लोगों ने कल यूज भी किया था. A result on sequence and series which we have used in our last class. Result is let Xn be a sequence of real numbers satisfying mod of Xn plus 1 minus Xn is less than equal to un any terms in terms of n, anything in terms of n, for all n or for all n greater than or equal to m. Here this m going to be a fixed number. Okay. Okay. And if you are considering a series by taking this un as an nth term, okay, then this series is convergent. So this will imply that my sequence Xn is Cauchy. Cauchy, that means convergent. And we have proved this result. Remember, we have proved this result. So if I have a sequence satisfying this property where un is convergent, then you can say that the sequence is Xn is Cauchy, that is convergent. If suppose your un is not convergent, then we cannot say anything. But इतना ध्यान देना, we cannot say anything. चलो, तो सेकंड ये था जिसपे हम लोगों ने कल क्वेश्चन भी लिया था. थर्ड था हमारा important result that if series un is convergent, so this will implies nth term limit is equal to 0. If my series is convergent, any kind of series I have, so if this series is convergent, so it will imply the nth term limit is 0. But converse need not be true. That means if in a series nth term limit is 0, it doesn't mean that your series is convergent. Example, we have several examples, but I can take one. I can take this series n varying from 1 up to infinity. It is a series which is what? Divergent, because here p equal to 1. Okay. And here un is equal to what? 1 by n, which tending to 0 as n tending to infinity. Correct? So if nth term of a series is tending to 0, it doesn't mean that my series is convergent. So converse need not be true. Okay. Pranchu saying test for non-convergence is the negation of this result. Negation of this result is known as a test for non-convergence. Negation क्या रहेगा? Not this implies not this. So if limit n tending to infinity of un nth term is not equal to 0. Not equal to 0 में everything is allowed है. Your limit can be a non-zero finite number. your limit can be an infinite number, or you may have limit not exist. You may have no limit wala case. You may have no limit wala case. The thing is, other than 0, limit can be any. Limit can be any. Maybe exist, maybe not exist. So this will imply that my series UN not convergent. My series UN not convergent. Not convergent, that means it may be divergent or it may be oscillating. Depend on your nth term. Depend on your nth term. Clear? So this is the test for non-convergence of a series. जैसे कि for example, if I am taking a series like whose nth term is 1 plus 1 by n to the power n, just suppose it, just suppose it. If I am taking this series, it is a series, ठीक है? So here nth term of this series is 1 plus 1 by n to the power n. So if I am taking the limit of this nth term, ठीक है? So limit of this is equal to what? E, which is not equal to 0. So as nth term limit is not equal to 0, so this will imply my series un, that is my series 1 plus 1 by n to the power n. No doubt n varying from 1 up to infinity is not convergent. And if your series is of positive numbers which is not convergent, a positive term series which is not convergent implies your series is divergent. Clear है सभी को? So these are some important results. ठीक है. So okay, now as we can show the convergence of a series by finding its sum, है ना? Convergence, divergence वगैरह जो भी है हम लोग सीरीज के सम के थ्रू भी बता सकते हैं, ठीक है? बट एवरी टाइम सम फाइंड करना पॉसिबल नहीं है. वी कैन नॉट फाइंड सम फॉर एवरी सीरीज, सो दैट्स व्हाई we have some taste. That's why we have some taste. So we have some taste for positive term series, taste of convergence of positive term series. ठीक है, टेस्ट ऑफ कन्वर्जेंस ऑफ पॉजिटिव टर्म सीरीज. ठीक है, we have several tests, like first is comparison test. Comparison test. In the comparison test we have two comparison tests. ठीक है, positive term series. So remember, every term of series should be positive. That means if I am considering this series, so here un is strictly greater than 0 for all n. Positive term series. चलो ओके. तो फर्स्ट टेस्ट था कि if you have un and you can find out another term, say vn, that means you can write down un is less than equal to some another term vn. It is true for all n, or for all n greater than equal to m. ठीक है, and this series vn is convergent. ठीक है, if this series vn is convergent तो imply कर देगा that your series un is convergent. ठीक है जी. So if you are taking un is less than equal to vn, just a second. Karthik saying if vn divergent, okay. In this case, if your vn divergent, if you are taking un is less than equal to vn and your vn is divergent, then you cannot say anything. That means this test will not apply. This test will not work. Sorry, this test will not work in that case. Means you have to apply some other test, because all the tests are only what? Sufficient conditions, but not the necessary. One way. If this happened, if this you have, so it will imply something. Bas, that's all. One way. All the tests are one way except Leibniz test. Leibniz test is our if and only if test. ठीक है. So if we have un is less than equal to vn either for all n or n greater than equal to m, and vn is convergent. If vn is convergent, then you will say your un is convergent. Otherwise, you cannot say anything. Or if you have un is greater than, or if you are finding un is greater than equal to vn for all n या फिर this, and the series vn is divergent, so this will imply the series un is divergent. Why it is so? I gave you a brief proof also. मैंने आप लोगों को एक छोटा सा प्रूफ भी दिया था, तो प्लीज ध्यान देना. Okay. And second comparison test, un is a given series and I need to find out vn by observation such that limit n tending to infinity un by vn non-zero finite number is equal to say some L, where L is non-zero finite number. ठीक है, by observation, by observing the nth term of this series, by observing the un, we'll take vn. ठीक है, such that un by vn, this ratio's limit is L, which is non-zero finite. If you are having this, then the series un and vn converge or diverge simultaneously. Then the series un and vn converge and diverge simultaneously. ठीक है, पता है ना? ओके, फिर मैंने बताया था आप लोगों को, इसी पर नोट करके लिखवाया था, किसी को याद हो तो. If the ratio's limit is 0, then can you say anything? If limit n tending to infinity un by vn is equal to 0, can we say something? If un by vn, this ratio's limit is 0, then can we say something about the convergence or divergence of series? Vn convergent, yes. In this case, your vn should be convergent. Yes, very good, Pranshu. Yes, correct, beta. So if I have this, then if series vn convergent, so this will imply that your series un is convergent. So if ratio's limit is 0, then my test will say something. If vn is convergent, it will imply that my un is convergent. And if I have limit n tending to infinity un by vn equal to infinity, then if vn divergent, so this will imply series un divergent. ठीक है, so 0 limit आ रही है, that means vn, if vn convergent, then un convergent, otherwise you cannot say anything. If limit is infinity, then if vn divergent, then un divergent, otherwise you cannot say anything. तो ये कुछ स्पेशल केस था, ये स्पेशल केस. So these are our comparison test. ठीक है, फिर सेकंड हम लोगों ने अप्लाई किया था. सेकंड टेस्ट वाज कौन सा हमारा? रूट टेस्ट. ठीक है, in this test you need to take limit n tending to infinity nth term raised to 1 by n. Suppose it if you are having L. ठीक है, L less than 1 convergent, L greater than 1 divergent, L equal to 1 test fail. ठीक है, थर्ड वन रेशियो टेस्ट. अच्छा, रूट टेस्ट कब अप्लाई करेंगे? When we should have to apply the root test whenever in the nth term something in terms of exponent, या फिर nth term में यहाँ पर in terms of exponent में मतलब पावर में क्या हो, n या something in terms of n हो, then we'll apply the root test. And ratio test, in the ratio test we need to take limit n tending to infinity nth term divided by n plus 1th term. ठीक है, so if you all say this limit is L, so greater than 1 implies series convergent, less than 1 implies series divergent, equal to 1 implies test fails. ठीक है, okay. So when ratio test fails, then we have some test. When ratio fails, ठीक है, then we have some test. एक है Rabi's test, another is Gauss test, and then logarithm test. डाइवर्जेंस क्या बता, प्रांशु क्या बोलना चाह रहे हो आप? Oh, you are recalling? Okay, ठीक है बेटा, ठीक है. Rabi's test, Gauss test and logarithm test. Rabi's test में you need to compute the limit n tending to infinity un divided by un plus 1 minus का 1 multiplied by n. ठीक है, same thing. Suppose this limit is equal to L, तो L greater than 1 convergent, L less than 1 divergent, L equal to 1 test fails. तो इफ राबीज फेल्स देन वी नीड टू अप्लाई गॉस टेस्ट। तो गॉस टेस्ट बोलता है कि हमें un डिवाइडेड बाय un प्लस 1 को अरेंज करना है इन द फॉर्म ऑफ अल्फा प्लस बीटा बाई n प्लस गामा n अपॉन n रेज टू p। सो ये अल्फा बीटा आर द रियल नंबर, अल्फा नॉट इक्वल टू 0 मतलब ग्रेटर देन 0 होना चाहिए। ठीक है, ये फॉर्म होनी चाहिए p इज ग्रेटर देन 1। तो अगर अल्फा अगर ग्रेटर देन 1 है तो सीरीज कन्वर्जेंट है, अल्फा अगर मेरा लेस देन 1 है तो सीरीज डाइवर्जेंट है। ठीक है, अगर अल्फा मेरा 1 आ जाता है तो देन हम बीटा को देखना होता है। तो सेम वही, बीटा ग्रेटर देन 1 इंप्लाइज सीरीज कन्वर्जेंट, बीटा लेस देन 1 implies series divergent. In fact, beta is less than or equal to 1 series divergent. Okay, correct है। ये हमारा क्या था? Gauss test. Okay, so there is a relation between Gauss and Rabi's test. Yes or no? ठीक है, क्या था? The value of limit in the ratio test will be same as the value of beta in the Gauss test, provided in this ratio the simplified of form of this ratio, इस ratio की simplified form में every factor should be of the form 1 plus something or 1 minus something, because in this ratio every factor is of 1 plus something 1 minus something, then your alpha will always 1, and then in this case the value of beta will be same as the value of limit in the Rabi's test. Getting my point? बताया था ना, ये आप लोगों ने नोट डाउन भी किया होगा। So the thing is, while applying the Rabi's test, if you are getting value of limit is 1, while applying Rabi's test, if you are getting the value of limit is 1, then directly you will say that the series is divergent, because your beta is 1, series is divergent. Correct है? ठीक है जी। ओके, उसके बाद हम लोगों ने लोगरिथमिक टेस्ट देखा था। तो लोगरिथमिक टेस्ट में हम लोगों ने क्या किया था, ये भी स्पेशल केसेस में हम लोगों को अप्लाई करना होगा। द रेशियो un डिवाइडेड बाय un प्लस 1, इस पर log अप्लाई कर देना होगा, n से मल्टीप्लाई करना होगा और लिमिट ले लेना होगा। इफ यू आर गेटिंग l ग्रेटर देन 1 कन्वर्जेंट, l लेस देन 1 डाइवर्जेंट और इक्वल टू 1 पर टेस्ट फेल्स। अच्छा ओके, इक्वल टू 1 पर डू वी नीड टू चेक फॉर सम अदर टेस्ट? अगर लॉगरिथमिक टेस्ट में अगर लिमिट का वैल्यू 1 आ जाता है तो क्या हमें कोई टेस्ट अप्लाई करना पड़ता है? नहीं, always divergent, because after the failure of logarithmic test we need to apply the second logarithmic test, but whenever we will apply second logarithmic test we will have one term ln n upon n and something, and this term will tends to 0, so always the value of limit is less than 1, that means my series is divergent. ठीक है, तो always ध्यान देना, जब logarithmic test फेल हो जाता है तो हमें कुछ भी करने की जरूरत नहीं है, डायरेक्ट बोल देंगे that series is divergent. ठीक है, यस करेक्ट है। देन उसके बाद में हमारा टेस्ट था कौन सा था? वन टेस्ट इज कोशी कंडेंसेशन टेस्ट, कोशीज कंडेंसेशन टेस्ट। ठीक है, ओके, सो यस कोशीज कंडेंसेशन टेस्ट। इंटीग्रल टेस्ट यू गाइस कैन लीव द इंटीग्रल टेस्ट, ठीक है, वो इतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है। So just focus on Cauchy's condensation test. So generally we will apply Cauchy's condensation test whenever nth term involve log. Whenever nth term involves log, then we can think on this Cauchy's condensation test. Otherwise, no need to apply this test also. No need to apply. Okay, so Cauchy's condensation test क्या है कि un positive term series होनी चाहिए, and the second thing un is greater than un plus 1 either for all n or for all n greater than equal to some fixed number. Means जो भी nth term है, nth term should be in decreasing sense में होनी चाहिए. Then you need to consider a series a raised to n, u of a raised to n. U of a raised to n, that means replace n by a raised to n in your nth term. Correct है? So consider this series where a is what? A natural number except 1. A is a natural number except 1. So this series and my series un both converge or diverge simultaneously. Both converge or diverge simultaneously. That means if your this series is converge, your un will converge. Your this series diverge, your un will be diverge. Getting my point? So it was our Cauchy's condensation test. So these were the test for positive term series. ठीक है, positive term series. Or if you have negative term series, then also these tests will work. In the negative term series, that means every term is negative. So you can term in the मतलब un. So your wn is negative term series. That means Wn is less than 0 for all n. So this means you can write Wn equal to minus of un where un is greater than 0 for all n. So you can take just negative outside. You can take modulo or you can take just negative outside. है ना? तो ये सारे के सारे टेस्ट अप्लाई होंगे या वर्क करेंगे फॉर पॉजिटिव टर्म सीरीज एज वेल एज फॉर द नेगेटिव टर्म सीरीज, बट इसके अलावा किसी पे नहीं. दिनेश कोशिश इंटीग्रल टेस्ट यू कैन लीव. ठीक है, उसका उतना यूज भी नहीं रहेगा. यस, यू गाइस कैन स्किप. ठीक है, देन नेक्स्ट आता है हमारा, नेक्स्ट आती है हमारी ऑल्टरनेटिंग सीरीज. Alternating series. ठीक है, a series is said to be alternating series if you have like in the form minus 1 raised to n minus 1 n varying from 1 up to infinity un. ठीक है, remember where un is strictly greater than 0 for all n. ठीक है, so alternating series we are discussing. ठीक है, so a series of the form summation n varying from 1 up to infinity minus 1 raised to n minus 1 un where un is strictly greater than 0 for all n. ठीक है, so thus such kind of series is known as an. Okay, Pranju saying ma'am if you want you can send a PDF of questions that you are asking. Oh yes Pranju, actually I am going to do this. ठीक है, yes, तो आप लोगों को क्वेश्चन मिल जाएंगे. ठीक है, जितने क्वेश्चंस हम लोग सॉल्व कर पाएंगे उतने ठीक है, रिमेनिंग क्वेश्चंस का पीडीएफ मिल जाएगा आपको. चलो, सो सच काइंड ऑफ सीरीज इज नॉन एज एन ऑल्टरनेटिंग सीरीज. सो दिस सीरीज इज कन्वर्जेंट. दिस सीरीज इज कन्वर्जेंट इफ एंड ओनली इफ un is greater than un plus 1 either for all n or for all n greater than equal to a fixed number m, and the second thing nth term limit of un is 0. ठीक है, so for the alternating series we have if and only if test, so no need to take any other test. This one test, this single test is sufficient. ठीक है, if series is convergent that's okay. If series is not convergent, if alternating series is not convergent, then your series will known as what? Oscillating series. ठीक है, चलिए ओके. फिर हम लोगों ने बात करनी एब्सोल्युटली कन्वर्जेंस, एब्सोल्यूट एंड कंडीशनल कन्वर्जेंस. ठीक है, एब्सोल्युटली एंड कंडीशनल कन्वर्जेंस की बात करनी है. एब्सोल्युटली कन्वर्जेंस दैट मींस if the given series an, for absolutely and conditionally convergence can be discussed for any kind of series, है ना? Absolutely and conditionally convergence can be discussed for any kind of series. So a series you say an converge absolutely if series and the absolute series that is modulo series both are convergent, both are convergent. ठीक है, and conditionally convergence if series an is convergent but your modulo series this will not convergent. If you have this then your series will converge conditionally. If you have this then your series will converge absolutely. Acha, there we have a result. What was the result? Every absolute convergent series is convergent. That is, if the modulo series is convergent, so it will imply the given series an will automatically convergent. ठीक है, so the thing is when you are discussing absolute convergence of a series then just check the convergence of this modulo series. No need to check convergence of this. If your this series is convergent it will be automatically convergent, but if your this series is not convergent, if the modulo series is not convergent then you need to check convergence of this series. ठीक है, because it may converge conditionally. then series convergent modulo series not convergent implies conditionally convergence. So basically it was our theory. कुछ पूछना है किसी को थ्योरी में, उसके बाद we'll start the questions. हाँ जी, any doubts so far? Whatever because everything important we have discussed, we have just revised basically. Yes. Dinesh saying ma'am series we can last Dirichlet and Abel test. Actually those tests are also not so much important. वो टेस्ट भी इतने important नहीं है. So if you guys want then you can skip them. If you want then you guys can skip them. ठीक है, अदरवाइज जस्ट टेस्ट याद करके चली जाना और कुछ भी नहीं. ओके जिनेश क्या बोल रहे हैं बेटा आप? मैम सीरीज का एक्सपोनेंशियल क्वेश्चंस करवाएगी प्लीज. हाँ बेटा हम लोग करवाएंगे, हम लोग कर रहे हैं सीरीज एक्सपेंशन पे क्वेश्चन, सम के क्वेश्चन कर रहे हैं. ठीक है, तो ये थ्योरी कंप्लीट हो गई हमारी. चलो सो लेट्स टेक क्वेश्चंस, लेट्स प्रैक्टिस फॉर द क्वेश्चंस. चलो स्टार्ट विद दिस क्वेश्चन. ठीक है, स्टार्ट विद दिस क्वेश्चन. चलिए ओके, सो लेट्स प्रैक्टिस फॉर द क्वेश्चंस. मैम रूट टेस्ट, मैम व्हाट इज स्क्वायर रूट टेस्ट? जिनेश हम लोग क्वेश्चंस कर ही रहे हैं ना बेटा. आई एम टेकिंग द क्वेश्चंस, सो अभी ड्यूरिंग द डिस्कशंस हम विल टेक सम सच काइंड ऑफ प्रॉब्लम्स आल्सो. ठीक है, सो बस चलिए ओके. सो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सीक्वेंस, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट सीक्वेंस, सीक्वेंसेस इज और आर कन्वर्जेंट. ओके ठीक है, सो लुक एट हियर, ऑल द सीक्वेंसेस are where nth term defined by sum of the first n term. So we can think on series. For example, for this series we will think on the series 1 upon 4 n raised to 4 which is convergent. Yes, for this sequence we will consider the series 1 upon square root of n. This series is divergent and hence my sequence is divergent. For this I will consider the series, what series? N square which is divergent. Yes, this series is divergent now because nth term limit is what? Infinity. Nth term limit is what? Infinity. That's why this series is divergent and hence my sequence is divergent. What about this? 1 upon n cube which is convergent. So my sequence is convergent. So the thing is only A and D sequences are convergent. Karthik, very good beta. Shivani is saying A, B, D are convergent. Beta B कैसे convergent हुआ? Shivani, how can you say that B is convergent? Because for the B sequence, because for अभी तो बताया मैंने, for the B sequence, you need to consider the series this by taking this nth term, and this series is divergent because P equal to what? 1 by 2 which is less than 1. ठीक है, करेक्ट है. चलिए move to next question. Here is my next question. ठीक है, चलिए ओके. So look at this question. If the series, look at it. If the series summation n varying from 1 up to infinity mod of xn plus 1 minus xn is convergent, where xn is a sequence of sequence of real number, basically sequence of real numbers, then what can we say about the sequence xn? जिनेश मैम मतलब हमें लास्ट टर्म कंसिडर करना होता है. जिनेश बेटा अभी तो बताया, हाँ हमें लास्ट टर्म कंसिडर करना होता है, अभी तो एक्सप्लेन किया मैंने कंप्लीट थ्योरी बेटा. बट रिमेंबर सीक्वेंस किस तरीके से डिफाइंड हो? सीक्वेंस इज नथिंग बट सम ऑफ द फर्स्ट एन टर्म, दैट मीन्स ओनली लास्ट टर्म इन्वॉल्व्स n. Last term should be your general term. Then you can take a series by taking, then you can consider a series by taking this last term as nth term. क्लियर है ना भाई? अब तो चलिए जी, तो ये क्वेश्चन आ रहा है कि वी हैव एक्स एंड डी सीक्वेंस ऑफ रियल नंबर. ठीक है, एंड कंसिडरिंग ए सीरीज बाय टेकिंग मॉड ऑफ xn plus 1 minus xn. ठीक है, means and varying from 1 up to infinity. That means nth term of this series is what? Mod of xn plus 1 minus xn. Difference of two consecutive terms of this sequence xn. Difference of two consecutive terms of this sequence xn, and then take the modulus. So it is the nth term. So given thing is this series is convergent. ये given है. Then पूछा गया what can we say about the sequence xn? Can anybody give me a hint? Which method? should I need to apply here to show the convergence or non-convergence of sequence? Series convergence we have. Now we want to show sequence convergence or non-convergence, like. Cauchy's general principle for convergence. Whenever you have such kind of question, है ना? Whenever you have such kind of question, always try to apply Cauchy's general principle for the in previous. मैम रूट टेस्ट की मदद से नहीं, रूट टेस्ट कहाँ मदद आएगा, रूट टेस्ट का नहीं. ठीक है, चलिए, ओके. सो लेट्स स्टार्ट. एज दिस सीरीज इज कन्वर्जेंट, in fact it is a result, you can consider this as a result. ठीक है, let me solve, then please consider this as a result. Okay, this series is convergent. So by our Cauchy's general principle for the convergence, the sequence xn is Cauchy. Pratiksha saying A and D. Okay, chalo, let me do, let me do. And also you guys remember this as a result. ठीक है, पहले सॉल्व कर लेते हैं. So this series is convergent, that means Sn is Cauchy. Sn is Cauchy, correct है? That is for every epsilon greater than 0 there exists a n naught depending on epsilon be a natural number. ठीक है, such that mod of Sn minus Sm is less than epsilon for all n. I am considering m greater than equal to n naught. ठीक है, between n and m one number must be greater than two other, so I am considering let n is greater than m. ठीक है, so see, this series is convergent, so Sn is Cauchy, that means I am getting here n naught, I am getting here n naught, this n naught exists here, this n naught exists here. ठीक है, ये है. Now I want to show, suppose I want to show whether my sequence xn is convergent or not. ठीक है, ये बताना है. तो since यहाँ पर Cauchy की definition use हो रही है, Cauchy sequence की definition use हो रही है, so if somehow I can prove that my sequence is Cauchy, then it will be convergent. Or if I show that my sequence is not Cauchy, so it will implies not convergent. Correct? So our aim is try to show that sequence xn is Cauchy. ठीक है, चलो नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पे लेते हैं. तो सीक्वेंस xn को Cauchy बताना है, मतलब for a given epsilon greater than 0 we need to find n naught be a natural number. ठीक है, see I have used that n naught before. चलो ठीक है, n naught ही बोल दो, n naught such that mod of xn minus xm will be less than epsilon for all n. Say I am considering same thing, greater than m greater than equal to n naught. This I can take na, obviously one number should be greater than other. Chalo, so this n naught I need to find, and one n naught I have here. चलिए, ओके, तो ये हमें शो करना है. ठीक है जी, सो लुक एट इट हियर बेटा. Sn, पहले यहां पर देखो Sn क्या रहेगा सीरीज के लिए. Sn will be what? Sum of the first n term. सीरीज क्या है हमारे पास? समेशन mod of n plus 1 minus mod of xn plus 1 minus xn. ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट टर्म क्या रहेगा? सम ऑफ द फर्स्ट n term, that means mod of x2 minus x1 plus mod of x3 minus x2 plus mod of x4 minus x3. Keep going like that, mod of xm plus 1 minus xm, and keep going like that, mod of xn plus 1 minus xn. Sum of the first n term. So look at here, x1, x2, x3. So last term should be xn. Why I am taking this m? Because I am considering n is greater than m. So somewhere in the middle, mth term will be there. Mth term will be there. Clear hai? Okay. So I want to compute this difference. I want to compute this difference, Sn minus Sm. तो Sm क्या रहेगा? Sum of the फर्स्ट m टर्म्स मतलब x2 minus x1, x3 minus x2 and keep going like that. थोड़ा सा नीचे शिफ्ट कर रही हूँ, ध्यान देना. m terms, so here it must be xm plus 1 minus xm. Yes na, x1 x2 till xm. Clear hai? So beta, if I am taking sn minus sm, so it will be what? See, these term will cancel out. Yes or no? These terms will cancel out. So just next term will be what? Next term should be, and within modulus x m plus 2 minus x m plus 1 है ना, plus x m plus 3 minus x m plus 2 and till x n plus 1 minus xm. Clear to everyone? Clear to everyone? In fact, we have seen such kind of problems when series convergence implies sequence of partial sum Cauchy and then using this criteria and all. ठीक है जी, चलो okay. So I am calling it star. I am calling it star. So by star. So by star. See, insider every term is positive. Insider every term is positive na, because I am taking modulus. So you can skip this. You can remove this mod. So by star, what I have that mod of x m plus 2 minus x m plus 1 dash plus x n plus 1 minus x n is less than epsilon for all n greater than m greater than or equal to n naught, and I already have this n naught, and I am calling it say double star. Okay. So now look at here. I am getting here sum of how many terms? N minus m terms. Yes, na? These are n terms and these are m terms, and I have subtracted m terms. So remaining kitni terms are n minus m terms. So sum of n minus m terms I have, and you have this. चलिए ओके, नेक्स्ट स्लाइड पर अपन आते हैं. यहां पर देखिए, I have to show it. For a given epsilon, I need to find n naught such that this thing will hold true. So if I am taking here mod of xn minus xn, so can I write it like xn minus xn minus 1 plus xn minus 1 plus xn minus minus xn minus 2 plus xn minus 2, keep going like that, plus xm है ना मेरे पास, so minus xm plus 1 minus xm plus 1 or minus का xm. Can I write it like this? Are you guys agree with me? Are you guys agree with me? Can I write like this? I have just added and subtracted similar term which I am having in this sum, and we have done such kind of problems. Agree na? Not get it ma'am. Jinesh, क्या नहीं समझ में आया बेटा? See, n is greater than m. n बड़ा है, m छोटा है, ठीक है? तो यहाँ पर n है और यहाँ पर m है, तो m से पहले यहाँ पर m plus 1, यहाँ पर m plus 2, तो ये u इधर मूव करता हुआ n minus 1 से n पहुंचेगा ना? yes or no? तो करस्पॉन्डिंग टर्म्स मैंने इंसर्ट कर दी. I have inserted corresponding terms between xn and xm. xn is here, suppose it xm is here, so middle terms क्या क्या रहेगी? here xn minus 1, here xn minus 2 till यहाँ पर xm plus 1. yes or no? so same terms को मैंने क्या कर दिया? add और subtract कर दिया. this we can do. एक्स रे, एक सेकेंड, m+1, बेटा m+1 ही तो होगा जिनेश। m जो है छोटा है तो m से पहले कौन आए, आप ये देखो ना। किसी अदर स्टूडेंट को भी डाउट है यहाँ पर? सी, we are taking n is greater than m. These are the natural number na. So suppose that you have here n and here you have m. You have this. So after this m you will have m+1. Then you will have m+2. So these number will approach to n. So before n you will have n-1 and n-2 like that. Getting my point? ठीक है, तो बस वही किया है, सेम सबस्क्रिप्ट ही तो लेंगे फिर सीक्वेंस की टर्म्स के लिए भी, तो वही किया है यहाँ पर। चलो ओके, ठीक है। सो दिस कैन बी रिटन एज लेस देन इक्वल टू मॉड ऑफ xn माइनस xn माइनस 1 प्लस मॉड ऑफ xn माइनस 1 माइनस xn माइनस 2 प्लस कीप गोइंग लाइक दैट। लास्ट में आई कैन, एक सेकेंड, दिस शुड बी प्लस, सॉरी बच्चा सॉरी, ये यहाँ पर ये नेगेटिव है तो ये पॉजिटिव रहेगा, as it is negative so it should be positive। लास्ट में मॉड ऑफ xm+1 माइनस का xm। ओके 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 ओके, ठीक है बेटा, ठीक है, ठीक है। so look at this expression, please look at it carefully, look at this sum, how many terms I am having in this sum? Same, n minus m terms, ठीक है। so look at this sum, observe किया, and go back to our double star, go back to our double star, it is my double star, it is my double star। so can I use this double star in my, can I use double star here? I am calling it say 1, can I use double star in 1? see here xn+1 minus xn, and like we can revert now, we can revert the terms, for this holds true for all n greater than m greater than equal to n naught, ठीक है। I am calling this double star, I can revert them, ठीक है, because here in 1 n से start हो रहा है and end up with m, ठीक है। चलो रिवर्ट किया, I am reverting, I can revert the sum ना, तो mod of xn+1 minus xn and just before xn minus xn minus 1 and keep going like that, xm+2 minus xm+1 is less than epsilon. I have just reverted it for all n greater than m greater than equal to n naught. So for a given epsilon, I am having here n naught such that this thing holds. So look at here beta, I have this, ठीक है, और यहाँ पर मैं देख रही हूँ तो यहाँ पर n-1 और बट m+1 और m है, तो एक टर्म ही तो आ रही है, जस्ट इधर को शिफ्ट कर देंगे। अगर आपने Sn-1 और Sm-1 ले लिया, ये डिफरेंस, इफ यू आर टेकिंग दिस डिफरेंस देन यू विल गेट एग्जैक्टली दिस, then you will have exactly this one। so now answer me, can I use double star in 1? ठीक है, so this will be less than, this will become, this will be less than epsilon for all n greater than m greater than equal to n naught by double star, ठीक है। so for a given epsilon I am considering this and I have we got that this difference is what, less than epsilon for all n greater than m greater than equal to n naught, so I am using the same n naught here, same n naught will work जो कि हमें किसके लिए मिला था, सीरीज के लिए मिला था, जो कि सीरीज के कन्वर्जेंस के लिए मिला था, तो एन नोट मिल गया हमें यहाँ पर, एन नोट मिल गया, दैट मीन्स माई सीक्वेंस एक्सएन इज व्हाट, एक्सएन इज कोशी, एक्सएन इज कोशी, दैट मीन्स इट इज कन्वर्जेंट। क्लियर है? So remember, you guys can remember this as a result. If you have this kind of series which is convergent, then always sequence xn is what? Cauchy, that is, it will be convergent. So xn must be convergent, xn must be Cauchy. So B and D would be correct here. आया समझ में? चलिए, तो फिर नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे आ जाते हैं। अभी नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन ये रहा, सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है। रीड द क्वेश्चन, रीड द क्वेश्चन। Consider the following two statements. If xn be a sequence such that mod of xn plus 1 minus xn is less than equal to 1 upon n plus 1 to the whole square for all n, then xn is convergent. Xn be a sequence of real numbers such that this mod of xn plus 1 minus xn is less than 1 by n, then xn is divergent. Okay. So, okay, Pratiksha saying, but we don't know xn is sequence of real number, not the real number or not, then how can we say it is convergent? Actually मैंने लिखा तो है बेटा वहां पर sequence of real numbers है, ये लिखा तो है xn भी sequence of real numbers, ये लिखा तो है प्रतीक्षा मैंने यहाँ पर xn be a sequence of real numbers. ठीक है प्रतीक्षा, as we are dealing with sequence of real numbers only. ठीक है, we are dealing with sequence of real numbers only. Sequence may be of rational numbers, sequence may be of irrational numbers, sequence may be of integer, sequence may be of natural numbers. ठीक है, but sequence should be of real numbers. We are dealing with sequence of real numbers. ठीक है प्रतीक्षा now. चलिए जी. Okay, so in this question, see here we will use here statement na, mod of xn plus 1 minus xn is less than equal to something, say it is my un. So here un is equal to what? 1 upon n plus 1 to the whole square. So I can take n outside, so 1 upon n square, I'll retain the n, so 1 plus 1 by n to the whole square. So I will apply here second comparison test for the convergence of this un series. Vn क्या जाएगा? 1 by n square. Now here un by vn will tends to 1, non-zero finite number, choice of vn is correct. Now here vn is what? Convergent. तो ये imply कर दे रहा that un is convergent. So as this series is convergent, ठीक है, so by using our result, sequence xn is what? Cauchy, that is it is convergent. But here this series is what? Divergent. So we cannot say anything. We cannot say. Karthik, you are saying C, but beta मैंने क्या बताया था? If we have mod of n plus 1 minus n is less than by something, and if your that something, this and that n is not convergent, then we cannot say anything. Then we cannot say anything. ठीक है, so we'll say it may be here the sequence xn may be or may not be convergent. We cannot say anything directly. Getting my point or not? Okay, so only we will say the statement A is correct. चलिए, तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दिस. Consider the series this. If x is equal to 1, then sum of the series is equal to what? Okay. So put x is equal to 1 in this series, then I will have summation n varying from 1 up to infinity minus 1 to the power n minus 1. X is equal to 1. Okay, that is 1 upon 2n plus 1. Okay. So if I expand it, then what I have? I will have 1 upon 3 minus 1 upon 5 plus 1 upon 7 minus 1 upon 9 and keep going like that. Okay, so here we can use some well-known expansions, correct na? We can use here some well-known expansion because alternating plus minus we are having here. Look at here na. Look at here. We are having 1 upon odd natural number and odd power of x and alternating plus minus plus minus. So which well-known expansion will work here? Where we have alternating plus minus, odd power of x and 1 upon odd natural number, 1 upon odd natural number. Tan inverse, very good beta, very good. Yes, we will use here tan inverse because because मैंने बताया था the expansion of tan inverse x is same as expansion of sin x. ठीक है, बस in the sin x expansion we will have 1 upon odd factorials. In the tan inverse we will have 1 upon odd natural numbers. ठीक है, so tan inverse x is what? X minus x cube upon 3 plus x raised to 5 upon 5 minus x raised to 7 upon 7 plus x raised to 9 upon 9 and so on. That is summation minus 1 raised to n minus 1 x raised to 2n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1 and starts with 1 to infinity. ठीक है, okay. But here something is missing ना, something is missing here. Okay, तो क्या करोगे? राइट हैंड साइड में इक्वल टू आई एम टेकिंग नेगेटिव आउटसाइड, तो 1/3 प्लस का 1/5 माइनस का 1/7 प्लस का 1/9 एंड सो ऑन. ठीक है, स्टार्ट विद दिस सम, मिसिंग दिस. तो आई एम जस्ट ए सेकेंड, एक सेकेंड, यहाँ पर नेगेटिव कॉमन लिया ना, तो फर्स्ट टर्म इज नेगेटिव एंड पॉजिटिव एंड सो ऑन. ठीक है, उसके बाद हमने क्या किया, यहाँ पर 1 ऐड कर दिया एंड देन 1 सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया. ठीक है, तो माइनस, so this will give me what? This will give me tan inverse of 1 and here you have minus 1. So minus of tan inverse 1 is pi by 4. Pi by 4 minus ka 1, that is 1 minus ka pi by 4. It is our answer. Clear? ठीक है, चलिए ओके, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं. फिर next question is this: consider the series this, the sum of the series is given by. Okay, so you have options, so by using the options, by observing the options, you guys can pick a hint. चलिए ओके, so here summation n varying from 1 up to infinity, 1 upon 2n minus 1 factorial. So the thing is I am getting 1 upon 2n minus 1, that is 1 upon odd factorials, 1 upon odd factorials. ठीक है, and every term is positive, है ना, every term is positive. So 1 upon odd factorial and every term is positive and power is what? I have 1 upon n, 1 upon 9 to the power n minus 1, but n minus 1 power no, है ना. So when I'm observing the options, though somewhere I'm having 3 also and 9 also. So this 9 can be written as 3 square. This 9 can be written as 3 square. That means 1/3 to the power 2n minus 2. Yes. So moreover, I can write, I can take 1/3 to the power minus 1 aside. I can take 1/3 to the power minus 1 aside. Then I'll write 1/3 to the power 2n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1 factorial, where n varying from 1 up to infinity. Which well-known expansion? Odd powers, 1 upon odd factorials. किसका expansion रहेगा? Sin hyperbolic x, because sin hyperbolic x will give you summation n varying from 1 up to infinity, x to the power 2n minus 1 upon 2n minus 1 factorial. Yes, correct. So we will have 1/3 to the power inverse, that is 1/3, and it is nothing but sin hyperbolic by 3, sin hyperbolic by 3. So yes, B option is correct. Yes Pratiksha, B option is correct. कोई और ऑप्शन भी क्लियर हो सकता है? I am saying it is MSQ. I am saying it is MSQ. So as 3 sine hyperbolic by 3 we are having, ठीक है, sine hyperbolic actually it should be written as sine hyperbolic time 1 by 3, ठीक है, okay. So which option? C, yes, C also be correct, yes, correct, huh? Because we know sine hyperbolic theta is nothing but e raised to theta minus e raised to minus theta by 2, है ना? So yes, here theta is 1 by 3, so my C option will also be correct. चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पे चलते हैं. ओके, सम ऑफ दिस सीरीज, ये तो बहुत इजी क्वेश्चन है, इट्स इजी वन ना. Sum of the series, this is equal to, अच्छा जी, okay, so I can take 4 outside and 1 upon 2 to the power n varying from 0 to infinity. It is what? Geometric series. So sum is what? 1 upon 1 minus 1 by 2, that is 8. It's an easy one. Yes, 8 is correct answer. Yes, correct. Move to next question then. Here is my next question. So if alpha is a real number, the sum of this series, if alpha be the sum of this series, then the reciprocal of alpha is. So the given thing is sum of this series is alpha, and we want to find the value of reciprocal of alpha, that is 1 by alpha. चलिए जी. So series given है हमारे पास n varying from 1 up to infinity, ln 2 to the power twice n upon twice n factorial. Okay, so 1 upon e1 factorial and some number to the power e1, some number to the power e1, and every term is positive. Which well-known expansion? Which well-known expansion we can use here? Cos hyperbolic x. Yes, cos hyperbolic x. Yes, cos hyperbolic x is nothing but summation x to the power twice n upon twice n factorial n varying from 0 to infinity. Yes, correct. So it is directly wait. But here n should start from 0. Here n should start from 0, I guess. Yes, ना? यहाँ पर इन्होंने 1 से स्टार्ट किया है. तो ये क्या रहेगा? इट शुड बी cos hyperbolic ln 2 minus 1, correct, subtract 1. yes. तो अब इसको क्या लिख सकती हूँ मैं? e raised to ln 2 minus plus e raised to minus of ln 2 divided by 2 and this minus 1, है ना? cos hyperbolic can be written like this. So 2 plus 1 by 2 divided by 2 minus का 1. So I'll have 5 by 2, that is 5 by 4 minus का 1. So 1 by 4. So the reciprocal will be 4. ठीक है, 5 by 2 by 5 by 4. Okay. Yes, 1 by 4 is the summation. So alpha is equal to 1 by 4 basically. Alpha is equal to 1 by 4. So the reciprocal of alpha is 4. So our answer will be 4. ठीक है, चलिए नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज दिस. सम ऑफ दिस सीरीज, इन्होंने आई गेस कुछ क्वेश्चन मिस कर दिया आई थिंक. ठीक है, कोई बात नहीं. सम ऑफ दिस सीरीज. ओके, हाउ विल फाइंड द सम ऑफ दिस सीरीज? How we will find here sum? Telescoping की बात कर सकते हैं. Telescoping, yes, correct. So telescoping, that means by using sequence of partial sums. Always remember, telescoping means, because series is telescoping. Reason क्या है? Because the sequence of partial sum of telescoping series is a sum जिसमें आफ्टर कैंसिलेशन केवल फाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स रहती है. तो टेलीस्कोपिंग सीरीज अप्लाई करने जा रहे हो, टेलीस्कोपिंग मेथड अप्लाई करने जा रहे हो, दैट मींस यू आर डूइंग बाय सीक्वेंस ऑफ पार्शियल सम्स. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर, ठीक है. So here Sn would be what? Summation, say k varying from 1 up to n, 1 upon square root of k minus 1 upon square root of k plus 1. b मिल रहा है? ओके, यस. सो 1 minus 1 by root 2, ठीक है, 1 by root 2 minus 1 by root 3 plus 1 by root 3 minus 1 by 4. यस बेटा, यहाँ पर तो करेक्ट है, इधर में कुछ आ नहीं रहा ज्यादा. ठीक है, 1 upon square root of n minus 1 upon square root of n plus 1. Yes. So because consecutive terms I have, so everything will goes cancel out. So ultimately Sn is nothing but 1 minus 1 upon square root of n plus 1. So when n tending to infinity, this will tends to 1. Yes, so my answer is correct here. Chaliye. So let's move to next question. Here is next question. Okay. Let un be a series where un is this. Okay. The sum of the series is equal to. Sum of the series is equal to. चलिए, तो un हमारे पास आ रहा है 2 raised to 1 upon n plus 1 minus 2 raised to 1 by n. So obviously here well-known expansion will not work. So we'll use telescoping series, telescoping sum, that means sequence of partial sum method. See, you have 2 raised to 2n plus 1 upon n into n plus 1. So this term can be written as n plus 1. Correct now? I can take n plus 1 together and n aside. So n divided by n plus 1. This can be written 1 upon n plus 1. ठीक है जी, n plus 1 upon n. Yes. So the thing is, I can write 2 raised to 1 upon n plus 1 into 2 raised to 1 upon n. Yes. 2 to the power this means 2 to the power this into 2 to the power this. Then I can separate them. Yes, now. So the thing is 1 upon 2 raised to 1 upon n minus 1 upon 2 raised to 1 upon n plus 1. Yes or no? Clear hai? So eventually I am getting here difference of two terms. Those are kind of consecutive terms, right? Because these terms are consecutive. है ना? Power are consecutive basically. Terms are not consecutive, but powers are consecutive. So kind of consecutive. So nth term, I can write here nth term as a difference of two kind of consecutive terms. So telescoping will work. Telescoping, that means we'll use sequence of partial sum. So Sn is equal to what? Summation k varying from 1 up to n, 1 upon 2 raised to 1 upon k minus 1 upon 2 raised to 1 upon k plus 1. So let's expand it. So I'll have 1 upon, it's just 2 minus 1 upon 2 raised to 1 by 2. Okay, plus 1 upon 2 raised to 1 by 2 minus 1 upon 2 raised to 1 by 3. Okay, plus 1 upon 2 raised to 1 by 3 minus 1 upon 2 raised to 1 by 4, and keep going like that. 1 upon 2 raised to 1 upon 2 raised to 1 upon k minus 1 minus 1 upon 2 raised to 1 by k, and plus 1 upon 2 raised to sorry, it should be n, 1 by n minus 1 upon 2 raised to 1 upon n plus 1, like that. A answer आएगा बिना देखे ही C रहेगा. Yes, that's why I'm saying telescoping means always take sequence of partial sums, because last term रहता है, the last term limit can be finite or can be, मतलब can be 0 or can be non-zero. Yes, C would be your answer. Correct है बेटा. ठीक है, तो हमारी ये सारी टर्म्स तो कैंसिल आउट हो जा रही है. So ultimately I am getting Sn is equal to 1 by 2 minus 1 upon 2 raised to 1 upon n plus 1. So now take the limit of this Sn. Limit is nothing but 1 by 2 minus 1 upon infinity 1 upon infinity 0, 2 raised to 0 will give you 1, so I am just getting minus का 1/2. ठीक है, so आंसर रहेगा हमारा माइनस का 1/2. ठीक है, चलो ओके, तो let's stop for today's class right now. ठीक है, remaining questions on series and also questions on power series. See, I'm not going to discuss theory on power series. ठीक है, if you have some doubt on power series related to some topic, ठीक है, तो you guys can WhatsApp या फिर क्लास के टाइम में बता देना. I'll take completely questions on power series. I'll take completely questions on power series and series in next class. ठीक है, क्वेश्चंस के प्रैक्टिस करेंगे सीरीज पर और पावर सीरीज पर नेक्स्ट क्लास में. थ्योरी में नहीं करवाने वाली हूँ पावर सीरीज पर, क्योंकि थ्योरी सिंपल है, कुछ भी नहीं है थ्योरी में. ठीक है, चलो ओके, सो लेट्स वाइंड अप टुडेस क्लास राइट नाउ. चलो ओके देन.